The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first onstage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first onstage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as the acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for achievements being celebrated on this occasion this morning. Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Eunice Buiswa-Sieku. I'm a professor of nursing specializing in strengthening the health system through mentoring and leadership. I am a deputy vice principal teaching, learning, community engagement, and student support at UNISA. Where I am standing here in this hall, I just want to say to you, I am at home. This is my home. I got my profession here, trained at Pelonomi Hospital, started my academic life at the University of the Free State, then I left the province. So I'm just reminding those who know me that I'm back home, and my colleagues here that I am home. It is my honor to welcome you to this auspicious occasion, one of the series of 84 graduation ceremonies to be held across Pretoria. They have already been held in some places. We've been to Polokwane, we've been to Durban, we've been to Cape Town, we've been to Mbombela. We are now in the Free State, Bloemfontein, and we are still going to East London. And they are running until the 30th of June. And this year is a remarkable of 48,682 graduates will receive their qualifications, a figure that exceeds our original projection, reflecting our university's commitment to academic success and increased throughput rate. On behalf of Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Chancellor of UNISA and the former President of South Africa, Professor Puleng Linka, the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Dan Musia, the Chair of Council, I extend a welcome and a warm welcome to you all. Though these esteemed leaders are not present due to competing commitments at this moment, they have entrusted us to officiate this special celebration. Graduation marks a defining moment in the life of a graduate. It represents not only academic success, but also the future filled with opportunity, responsibility, and hope. There is an air of joy and pride today. Each graduate's journey has been one of perseverance and strength. They didn't get it easy. And to the parents, spouses, siblings, cousins, neighbors, and community guardians, congratulations. Your dedication, sacrifice, and unwavering support have brought our graduates to this moment. Indeed, the excellence of our graduates reflects the families and communities behind them, the people who have supported them. As a university, we applaud you for your wonderful gestures and kindness you have shown in supporting our graduates to be where we are today. This graduation is conducted according to the statute of the university and the requirements of higher education. A total of 350 diplomas and 348 certificates will be awarded in absentia. And to officiate this graduation, this morning, I have support of my colleagues, the executive management. I have Dr. Likubu, the acting deputy registrar. I have Dr. Forbey, the acting executive director. I have Mr. Sibeko, the executive director from the executive management. And from colleges, I have the College of Graduate Studies, represented by Professor A. Brown, the College of Human Sciences, represented by Professor L. Jacobs, Dr. L. Masombuka, and Dr. M.T. Tatelo. The College of Economic and Management Sciences is represented by Dr. N.M. Mako, Professor M.N. Webb, and Professor N.M. Moroka. We also have the College of Education represented by Professor J. Serotu. The College of Accounting is also here, represented by Dr. Beki and Dr. Saudi. And we also have the staff from the region, the Midlands region, those who are here, who have made it possible for us to be here. I also acknowledge them. We also have supervisors. You will hear their names as they are being called. And we have our doctoral candidates. We have members of the administrative staff who made this occasion to be possible. The graduation division, the Department of Institutional Advancement, Department of Facilities Management, Department of Human Resources. I always acknowledge or maybe lift the Department of Human Resources because at this moment, they make sure that we have emergency services outside. The Multimedia Center and the Midland Regional Center office is also here. And we have Dr. Muraka, who will present the Chancellor's address. And I also want to make a special mention of our visitors this morning. We have the Regional Commissioner for the Free State and Northern Cape from the Department of Correctional Services, Ms. Moodley, in our midst this morning. I want to acknowledge her. And we also have Mr. L.D. Sieku. He's also our visitor this morning. Thank you. I welcome you to this occasion. You are welcome. Relax and enjoy. We are celebrating. Ladies and gentlemen, I request Professor Moraka to deliver the Chancellor's address.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Sikwe, the Acting Deputy Registrar, Dr. Likubu, members of Executive and Extended Management, the academic procession, parents, spouses, siblings, relatives of our celebrants who are graduates, good morning. It's actually a celebration, so we're gonna try again. Good morning. Thank you very much. My name is Professor Ntabiseng Moraka. I'm a scholar with research interests in leadership, governance, and strategy. It's an honor to address you today on a question that has captivated philosophers, psychologists, educators, and practitioners for centuries. The question is, are leaders born or are they made? And now that you have graduated, you had to go through many challenges during your studies at UNISA. You have demonstrated leadership in many aspects, and therefore, as you move on to new realities, what will be your type of leadership that you will embody as a UNISA graduate? This question goes beyond academic debate. We know that the world is complex now, interdependent, uncertain, and the nature of leadership, how it is cultivated, under what conditions it flourishes, is now more critical than ever. The born leader theory, also known as the trade theory of leadership, finds expression in the classical and the 19th century thought. Figures such as Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Wangari Maathai, Charlotte Maxeke, Albertina Sisulu, and many others. And I want to also mention the former president of the country, as well as our Chancellor, Thabo Mbeki. These individuals are often cited as leaders who possess inborn qualities of vision, courage, charisma, that has elevated them to greatness. There is some evidence that suggests that certain traits such as openness, warmness, emotional intelligence can have a genetic component. However, contemporary scholarship, particularly in the disciplines of psychology, sociology, and organizational studies, supports that leaders can be made, that leadership can be nurtured through experience, through education, through reflection and mentorship, often shaped by adversity, polished and shaped in practice, and matured through service. In this way, leadership is less about natural command and more about intentional development. In the African philosophy, the concept of Ubuntu, I am because we are, offers us an important lens. It reminds us that leadership is a collective effort, that even though a person may possess extraordinary abilities, but without being grounded with the community, without ethical responsibility and purpose, those abilities remain misused. Thus, the question is not about whether someone can lead, but how they choose to lead and for whose benefit. Institutions like UNISA are not merely sites of knowledge. They are vessels of leadership formation. We were training you to become a leader. If you remember the learning outcomes in your tutorial letter 101, the assessment criteria, the Invigilator app that you disliked so much, we were training you to be leaders. We were developing your competencies. We also taught you critical thinking, ethical reasoning, inclusive practice, and systems awareness. We provided platforms for you to engage on my UNISA, and you really did not engage as much as we wanted you to. But we provided platforms for you to engage, to fail safely, and to lead reflectively. As I close my address, I want to just highlight two characters that would define a leader and what we request that you embody as UNISA graduates. One, leaders are about respecting time. Respecting time is not merely about punctuality, it's a fundamental aspect of self-discipline and personal integrity. It's said that we have now even normalized the African time as an excuse to be late. When you submit assignments on time, when you meet deadlines for reports, you are demonstrating integrity and self-discipline. The other one is that leaders keep promises that they make. Keep the promises that you make, especially to your children, especially to your parents, especially to your spouses. In closing, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, perhaps the question is not binary. Perhaps the most compelling answer is we are all born, but we can all be made great leaders. Each of our graduates carry within you a seed of potential, of purpose, of impact. But without cultivation, that seed cannot grow. Without guidance, that energy cannot be directed. Without reflection, that power cannot be sustained. So to our graduates, as emerging leaders, I say, whether you are born with a gift or you have grown into it through struggle and persistence, leadership is ultimately a choice to serve, to listen, to grow, to uplift others, and to make a difference. Leadership is less about arrival, it's more about becoming. You are becoming. Therefore, continue to invest in yourself, your communities, and in your development and your careers. See you in the next graduations for you who will be moving to masters, honors, and others. Congratulations, and may the Almighty God bless you. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prof. I think you didn't clap enough. Can you acknowledge Prof. Moraka? Thank you. She challenged you as students this morning, and she reminded you that leaders of today, you are leaders of today, and she mentioned to you the leaders that we know, those who have been there before, who have led this country, who have brought us to where we are today, including our Chancellor. And also, she has reminded you that leaders, there are leaders who are having inborn qualities of leadership, but whether you did have or you don't have, we as UNISA have intentionally developed you as leaders. Through developing your critical thinking skills, your ethical development, your ability to be self-disciplined, and also your integrity, and all other many qualities of leadership that we have developed in you through our programs at UNISA and being here today. So you are leaders of today and tomorrow, so we are expecting a lot from you. Thank you very much, Prof, for reminding us and the students. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the conferment of degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of university on the candidates whose names appear on the program, and I request the representatives of colleges to present their candidates to me.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mahau Francis Joanne for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor L.R. Johnson, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Youth Participation in Development Programs, Implications for Community Development in Lesotho, he uses an in-depth qualitative approach to investigate impediments to youth participation in development programs and their implications for community development. His research contributes to the existing body of knowledge through the development of a youth-centered participation model that integrates meaningful youth participation into the local governance planning and policy framework and practice in Lesotho. The model envisions a contemporary youth development trajectory where the youth are participants with defined interests and roles in planning and executing development programs in Lesotho.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mahao Francis Johan the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mahao Francis Johan.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce you to Herbert Lubita for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. W.N. Webb, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Network Governance, a Preventative Approach to Grand Corruption, he investigates the role of civil society organizations within a national integrity system in preventing grand corruption. The corruption prevention activities of CSO include advocacy, public awareness campaigns, civil litigation, and the gathering of evidence. He reviews the literature on public service corruption, CSO, and the main legislative instruments promulgated to combat corruption. In this qualitative phenomenological study, semi-structured interviews were administered within a sample of selected CSOs. He applied descriptive phenomenological data analysis to identify key challenges experienced by CSOs. He develops a conceptual framework for enhanced civil society efficacy in the prevention and combating of grand corruption.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Herbert Lubita the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Herbert Lubita.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Furasia Musungwa received the degree of Master of Education.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Halalelo Tandi Nchauba receives the degree Master of Arts. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts Honours. Lebohang Michelle Ayob. Gertruda Bester, degree obtained with distinction. Riahile Chesana. Jemima Renata DeVos. Shahida Jane Henney. Amore Henning. Nosisa James. Sadika Ridwana Jadin. Sisipho Koba. Jwalane Constance Kunu. Eska Mari Grilling. Zizipho Kula. Gladys Lewis. Ngobile Pangisile Lukele. Lishke Mas. Is that correct? Mutsidisi Mahlonoko, degree obtained with distinction. Ntombizodwa Faith Machingo. Well done. Litziho Makoloi. Well done. Zanele Mani, degree obtained with distinction. Muhammad Dawood Marateli. Sorry, Muhammad Dawood Maratela. Kahisho Tato Masiba. Batsehi Mese. Ki amogetswe Moipulai. Antoinette Mukhosi. Tsukulu David Mukwena. Matsidiso Gloria Mungale. Buitumelo Mosia. Tando Ngwelingwele. Mara Mira Peak, degree obtained with distinction. Tebucho Audrey Raofelane. Rifilwe Serumula. Kelelo Maria Supi. Utsepeng Tlotleng. Is that correct? Congrats. Monyadua Ana Tsongai.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Khositsile Mutsuwatile Diteko. Kabo Violet Mashodi. Tebogo Maxwell Muhudi. Nolukhanyiso Nkatho. Tato ya one Mary Jane Sinyatso. Tandeka Francina Chabalala.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Mpho Hans Chechela receive the degree of Bachelor of Education Honours. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Keneilwe Wendy Bahetanye. Dedri Bezaiden Hout. Katlego Bogatsui. Miosha Davids. Lerato Dial. Tandi Joyce Fanto. Matapelo Hilary Gaubonegwe. Claudine Gresse. Andre Francis Johnson. The degree is obtained with distinction. Solufelo Jonas. Lyndon Alfred Julius. Margaret Lisero Libeko. Lerato Innocentia Litoko. Sunei Lebe. The degree was obtained with distinction. Dineo Cecilia Makamole. Kitso Makatong. Degree obtained with distinction. Andronika Dimpo Plantina Makodi. Matladi Alice Malefe. Degree obtained with distinction. Mujalifa Edward Marekwa. Velemina Matabata. Lerato Innocentia Matonyani. Yonela Mbuliswana. Elizabeth Khafele Muchumi. Peletso Selina Mweketi. Untehetse Amanda Muhitli. Khomotso Yvonne Mokhotu. Molelekeng Sophie Mukoni. Olebogeng Lavdelia Mosiredi. Ke amogetswe Susan Mutibedi. Tshireletso Motsi. Diapabeng Gloria Mhabe. Motlatsi Petronella Nkai. Siyolise Nyangitsimbi. Vinolia Boipelo Palagangwe.
Boitumelo Petros. Gloria Kilebogile Padi. Pulani Junior Musiako. Victoria Buitumelo Mutaung. Cynthia Mamelo Mutseki. Tsaone Nancy Pitiele. Thank you. Samuel Morena Radebe. Barbara Tibelelo Sarushera. Mamukiti Johanna Silamashi. Leti Homotsegang Sireo. Puleng Millicent Siro, degree obtained with distinction. Shannon Smithis, degree obtained with distinction. Khanyisile Sotaka. Tsilani Johanna Tata. Nkadimeng Alina Thobo. Refilwe Given Tom. Dikeledi Petunia Tsotesi. Puseletso Eva Tsotesi. Annelien Ratanang Vos. Petronella Williams. Vanau Vincento. Is that correct? Madam Vice Chancellor, Matsidiso Alina Kaba obtained degree with distinction. Puseletso Prudence Huitse Modimo. Tsepang Caroline Mukhorosi. Ivodia Mantwa Mukhwamme. Masabata Moloi. Masuda Newman. Janita Beatrice Bosman. Tabisile Anna Nhlapo. Monica Nokubeka. Tebogo Eugene Sinowe. Lebohang Abraham Sotulla. Jenna Marilis Zal. Carla Butterworth. Mpho Joyce Hammonds. Ramatsekani Samuel Matsekani. Dorcas Mohlahlayazi. Itumeleng Betty Tikwane. Leandre Joantila van Rensbeck. Thank you. McDonald Tsapo Vilagazi.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Pampe Simon Mudisadife receives the degree Baccalaureus Technologiae. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Administration. Ntsokolo David Mahakani. Ntombe Lerato Susan Mulai. Lebohang Calipatius Tsoteti. Relebohile Martha Lehola. Dineo Patience Sihlako. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree Bachelor of Commerce. Wheelie Wilfred Goliath. Bianca Portia Kumalo. Andre Latahan. Vuyelwa Princess Mangali. Ntsibeng Marigold Moji. Michelle Pierce obtains her degree with distinction. Elesina Ruzive obtains her degree with distinction. Masising Lydia Smos. Muiponi Harriet Tebe. Miriam Naki Twala. Ulrika Rolanda van Lichten.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of social work. Kheteng Nogile, Monica Khomotsi More. Matiti Francina Letale. Nomiti Agnes Mabaso. Janice Alana Leandra Makua. Kirimeti Sarah Mofokeng. Michael Alfred. Kebogile Bertha Mabilo. This one I had to practice. Pelenomi Magnanimity. Pelenomi Magnanimity Mojas. Nonsizi Magdalene Mbelekwane. Margaret Gurley Mugoga. Diamakatsu Elisa Bequilane. No. Mgletlane. Let's try again. Diamakatsu Elisa Mgletlane. Moipone Jacqueline Nolo. Deminkosi Innocent Phillips. Well done. Boitumelo Ranshobe. Kokojane Lia Shiloh. Slicho. Is this the B-Inc ones, new ones?
Yeah, this is still the BLOEM for the student.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you the following candidates.
This is the last student of the qualification that you've been.
Which one? Social work.
BLOEM.
All right. Tlali Mokoloko Michael. Mokoloko Michael. He's got the degree of information science. You must just tell me. Yeah, you must just tell me. Okay. Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Nursing. Am I correct? So they are from your profession. Miriam Ntseng Musako. Ntambitani Patricia Ngubane. Madam Vice.
Excuse me, this one is seated.
27. Okay. Joyce Dimakatso Sineki. Sinesi. I'm not going to say the X because I cannot. Sinesi. Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Betty Seling Nteo. Kenaleone Lorraine Kename. Ntabising Leo Malloy. Bennett Muleko Aaron. Emily Boyson. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Divan Buys is obtaining this degree with distinction. Nicola Mort Idom. Valesa Patricia Mofokeng. Machadishu Clara Mokoana. Puleng Portia Mokoana. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Masechaba Mulefe receives the degree with distinction. Tiamiso Monoholoja. Divan Skitter. Madite Sekoshana. Isabella Louisa Jose. Tehufasu Leboya. Tlamelo Desiree Mukhaledi. Kiamokwete Moses. Thank you. Kwali Floyd Mpakati. Kiulobehole Rosaline Ohoising. Annalicia Diaz Rachpal. Relebohile Dorothy Ramatise. Ramatitz. All right, done.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Sekhupi Muleme. Elias Mukhalifi Cholo.
Yes, 30. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Tali Ishmael Mueng. Mojawusi Nelly Molomi. Nokofa Gladys Ngozo. Rifuiwe Stephen Chunuke. Chunke. Let's try again. Rifuiwe Stephen Chunke.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Lesego Veronica Lengwe, diploma obtained with distinction. Tandega Jabulile Mahlobo. Puseletso Patricia Maje. Puseletso Anatleta Makeleni, diploma obtained with distinction. Kialeboga Masilabele. Notkolo Matate, diploma obtained with distinction. Constance Mulawa, diploma obtained with distinction. Gracious Matuto Mulivie Mang, diploma obtained with distinction. Kiamuretswe Eugenia Moretwe. Koki Jeanette Motaung. Alice Mamoyi Mutuping. Nometa Moyo, diploma obtained with distinction. Zandile Kathrina Msimanga, diploma obtained with distinction. Dineo Selina Popa. Rantoko Tsiunyana, diploma obtained with distinction. Ntombo Tando Zwakala.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Leasha Philemon Leketo. Lekreto. Let's try again. Leasha Philemon Lekreto. Josiah Obakeng Makele. Thank you. Madam Vice Chancellor, Itumeleng Cassandra Moabi receives the diploma with distinction. Sapati Martha Moabi. Just look there so that. Machadisu Lydia Mufokeng. Refuiwe Kinyowe Molo. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Poncho Evelyn Ntapu receives the diploma with distinction. Temo Chole. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Mama Jeremane Elizabeth Twala receives the diploma with distinction.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Mahabani Hendrickson Boki. Okay. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nomxolisi Prudence Edmonds obtains the diploma with distinction. Monica Engelbrecht. Carmen Sacheli Fortuin. Kitso Halehose. Jeremy's Janine Janssen. Primrose Itubeleng Lepiane. Zinzile Prudence Mbekwa. Mampani Elizabeth Mufokeng obtains her diploma with distinction. Ntswaki Caroline Mufokeng. Masego Evelyn Mulale. Kumo Rimufilwe Munchu obtains a diploma with distinction. Olerato Musikare. Naledi Pebani. Wendy Erica Charlotte Peterson. Masenke Evelina Ramatelete. Happy Ramulondi. Mutlalipule Joseph Ratebe. Suluhelang Caroline Silike. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the National Diploma. Efi Susana Gugwana. Thomas Mdaka. Udirile Accurate Mudise. Maleboho Veronica Ntihelang. Hopulang Yubles Otwelang. Oh, my bad. Hopulang Yubles Otwelang.
Before I deliver my congratulatory message, today I didn't hear anything from those people up there. I didn't hear anything. Mothers did not ululate. Hakia utwa modidi etsane. Bom never freestart. Ho etsahetseng. Ai kutlile mme a le mong fela a roka ngwana hae ba bang ha ke a utlwa mme o mong a re taung ha moletsane ka re ke a mamela ha ke a utlwa hore ho etsahetseng be ke nahana hore ha le bona bana ba apereng green le tla hopola Celtic le tla bina le tla didietsa hai mpa ntate a le mong he claimed his wife. That's my wife, and that was beautiful. Okay, thank you. I want to congratulate our graduates today. You deserve to be loved, to be supported more, because you have worked hard to get these qualifications. Whether it's a diploma or certificate, a degree, up to a doctorate, everybody worked hard in their journey. It's not easy to get a degree on e-learning, but here we are today. You acquired your qualifications, and I know that you are still coming back for more. And it is teaching you to know that in life you have to work hard to attain anything that takes you to the next level. All of us here worked very hard to be where we are. So you also have to work hard, and as you come and you have worked hard, we expect you to come and join us here. The knowledge, skills, and attitude you gained through this qualification should improve your lives and the lives of the society in order for you to assist us to resolve the challenges of this country and the continent. As South Africans, we should be masters of our own destinies and not rely on other countries or other nations for support. And I hope all of us have been watching. You are aware of what President Trump has done. He showed us that we cannot rely on other countries. So this education that you have received is an education to make you a better person, to take you to the next level, and for you to serve the nation, to improve the economy of this country, to improve the unemployment that is affecting our young people. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you have graduated, you have become part of UNISA's alumni. You are now part of the illustrious Circle of Excellence. You have received your degrees from a long-standing and credible university. Our university is the only one which is named after the country. Eh? Are you aware? University of South Africa. And it is the oldest university in the country, about 152 years old, older than all of them. And this is the degree that has credibility. It is based on principles of good governance. We are subjected to external audit, and we receive unqualified audits. And we are among the top universities of the country. And we have an experimental farm as a university, which is about 780 hectares. And we are in the process on that farm harvesting soya beans, and afterwards we will harvest maize. That's our university. We have about 360 cattle that has been purchased for the agricultural students' work integrated learning, because we prioritize work integrated learning. So that's your university. You should be proud of your qualification. You are a unison now, and this should not be the end. We expect you to come back for your degree, come back for your master's, come back for your doctoral qualification. And I want to request our doctoral candidates to stand. They are not candidates anymore now, they are doctors. We have Dr. Mahao Francis Johan. Ako babonsa fela. We have Dr. Hubert Lubita. It has not been easy for them to be here, and I also congratulate their supervisors. It is hard work to supervise a doctoral candidate. Even a master's candidate is not easy, and not easy to teach you. All of you, teaching you online, we don't even see you, and we make sure that you get the best out of UNISA for you to be here. I congratulate you, and I am saying to you, Dr. Lubita and Dr. Johan, from today, you are doctors. That's not a mistake. Don't allow anyone to be calling you Mr. You are not Mr. anymore. You are not, you are not Mr. You are a doctor. Yes, you tell them. You worked hard for it. And I have a umuruti, doctor pastor. And also when you go to the bank, you must go to the bank, take your certificate, and tell them to delete anything that says Mr. to you. You are a doctor. You have worked hard for this qualification. Yes. Even when you write for people, you address yourself as Dr. So-and-so. You can't be humble about it. You worked hard. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, you can sit down. Now that you have graduated, you have become part of this illustrious circle of UNISA of excellence. Your responsibility is to contribute to help us define tomorrow, and there are many things you can do to help shape the future in service of humanity. You can become an e-tutor, especially if you have your degree, your PhD, your master's, and your honors. You can continue your lifelong journey with the College of Graduate Studies. We have a College of Graduate Studies. You can go there and communicate with them to continue assisting us. As academics, I'm not saying you will be an academic. I'm just saying you can contribute. Don't come tomorrow and say, I promised you a job. But you can contribute, and we will find ways of working with you. We do really want to work with you. And also, lastly, donate to the University of South Africa's Bursary Fund by using the online platform, www.unisa.ac, and go to the donate button. Donate whatever you want to donate. We've got many students, you know, our country who want to study. The university is assisting, but we also need support so that those who cannot pay for themselves can be assisted to get at least a bachelor's degree and honors. Even those who want to continue with their postgraduate qualifications, we need to assist them. And we are sure that you will assist us with and we value your diploma or your degree, and therefore we wish you to really contribute towards providing to deserving students. We do have those who are really deserving, who cannot assist themselves, but they need our assistance. I am requesting this from you. And ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words which are found on page 25 of this program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations once more to our graduates. After national anthem. After national anthem. Good. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.